Welcome to this backyard project. We are starting here in the outdoor kitchen. I'm Michael from Soares Landscaping, and today I'm going to show you a project that we recently finished. We have here featured in our outdoor kitchen is the Memphis Grill. This is a wood pellet system which does two things. It does our regular grilling and smoker capability. When you open it, it just looks like a regular grill, but one of the things that's different than a traditional barbecue grill with natural gas or propane is that there's a plate here that you can remove and attach a searing plate. You get this thing up to 500, 600, 700 degrees and you can sear your steak right on that plate. Right now it's just a traditional plate, and this allows us to do your typical grilling. Now, I mentioned to you that it is a wood pellet system, so there's a hopper in the back. We open up that hopper and we put our wood pellets back here. You can get all kinds of different pellets, flavored, unflavored, you name it. When the hopper is full, you'll probably get about 4 cooking sessions out of this before you need to refill it up. And one final thing, this is the thermostat control for the grill. Very fancy, but as soon as you press it, it'll start warming up to the temperature that you previously left here. In addition, this thermostat controller also has Wi-Fi, so I can pull up my phone and I can preset the temperature from the comfort of my home. A feature like this is really key, especially if you're going to be using the grill in the wintertime. You can already start preheating as you get inside, get all your meal prepped, and get out here with your meat and start cooking. We also have this granite countertop that was installed. Even in the direct sun, it will be pretty hot to the touch. So a light color is always good for a countertop. And under the countertop, we've got the outdoor lighting that will feature the stone at nighttime and give you that look and feel that is really desired, especially magazine type photos. But the other addition to outdoor lighting is that you'll be able to comfortably navigate this area at night without needing a large floodlight off the side of the house. The final bit to the outdoor kitchen is the bar top. So we've got 4 different stools with a light under each one, and you can comfortably serve a meal out to your guests right here and have either just some drinks or serve a meal right off the grill. So around the outskirts, if you will, around the perimeter, we have a really comprehensive garden for the homeowners, different shrubs, perennials, grasses, some trees, and we've really kind of enclosed the space and brought nature into the backyard. You know, the stone is really beautiful, but on its own, it is only one piece of landscape. So this is really complete, gives you a complete feeling of the backyard. So let's go take a look at the seating area now. There are different levels to this landscape, and to make them work, we have another step coming down from the pool, just like we had a step coming down from the outdoor kitchen. And it brings you out to this space here, which is a nice seating area. Now, one of the things that is missing here is there's actually a gas line underneath the patio ready to be tapped into. So at some point in the future, the homeowners can decide to add a fire pit to this area and do a nice seating area all the way around as well. So when we were in the design phase of this project with the client, there was a few key pieces that they really wanted. Number one of the things that they wanted was to have a very natural feel. So as you'll notice, as we were walking through here, the stone, the flagstone is that gray. It's kind of your typical color for natural stone. All the plants are on the traditional side, Japanese maple, evergreens, some grasses, nothing very flamboyant. Very typical what you might see in a landscape plan. So this was very important to them. They have a cottage in the Muskokas, and so for them the natural vibe was really key. But at the same time that we have the natural vibe, it is also quite modern in terms of our shapes and sizes, and so we're able to give quite a very full look for them in this landscape. What we used for the patio is square cut flagstone from Bannis, and this patio all the way throughout is 3 different sizes. And you'll notice as you're going through that the differences of the color are quite prevalent. You go from a dark gray to a light gray to a light brown to a dark brown. And this just happens naturally as the quarries pull up the stone from the ground. Now the shapes is what gives us the modern look. The rectangles, the squares, and then the texture and the color is the natural portion. So we're mixing the blend between modern and natural. All right, so one of the things that we've done as we've designed the garden is selected plants that are very easy to maintain. And what I mean by that is we don't want to create a lot of extra work. It is a significant amount of time required to maintain a manicured garden like this, but we don't want to make it overloaded with work. So all our hedging plants just need to be formed up in about 2 or 3 years. And everything else, in terms of perennials, will die back in the fall, and you just clean up the garbage and let it grow again in the spring. Real only time investment you need in a garden like this, other than the spring and the fall for just general cleanup, is just keeping the weeds out. My view of garden maintenance is whatever time you would normally cut the grass in that area, if it was grass, you'll spend about the same amount of time weeding it. Another thing that we always try to do in every garden is install some type of edging. We want to keep the grass separated from the garden long term. If you don't have an edge, you always gotta, every 2 weeks, flip your trimmer upside down and keep that edge nice and clean. And every spring you have to go and re-cut it out. One of the questions we get often is, how long does a project like this take? And there's 2 parts to answer that question. The first part is the design element, and the second part is the actual construction. So the design of this project took about 2 months or so, and that happened over the winter time. So let's say 3 to 5 meetings to meet, to converse, to put some plans together, to revise those plans and get it just right, so that we're tilting the balance between giving the homeowner what they want and adding on our design or intent, if you will. The next part is how long construction takes. So a project like this took us approximately 6 weeks to complete, and that was everything from the complete demolition of what was here to the complete finished product of what you see now.